From the Denovo Realty Studios in sunny Brevard County, Florida, the most important podcast on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, Denovo Realty Radio.
Hi, I'm Chaleah with Denovo Realty.
Hi, I'm Sherry Boswell with Denovo Realty.
And I'm Hiester with Integrity Mortgage Group.
And we're here today to tell you about refinancing. If you are receiving this video, you're probably a past client of ours. And first of all, we want to thank you for doing business with us and let you know that we love you. And that's why we're putting this video together for you. We want to make sure that you have all the information you need and that you are saving as much money as you can. And this refinancing video might be very educational for you. And we're going to tell you 5 things that you need to know before refinancing. But first, we would like to tell you a little bit about interest rates. So right now, interest rates are extremely low. And if you have an interest rate around 4%, higher than 4%, it's really important for you to pay attention to this and get in touch with us so we can help you refinance. So Caleb, tell us a little bit about the refinancing process and why it's important to pay attention to this.
Yeah, so there's a couple different reasons why someone may want to look to refinance. One is maybe they bought a couple years ago and they have a higher interest rate, so now they want to reduce their interest on their loan. They may want to extend or shorten the term of how long it takes to pay off that mortgage. And then another really big one is debt consolidation. So maybe you want to consolidate your credit card debt, your car loan, your student loan, whatever it might be, and lower your overall monthly expenses.
Great. Yep. And Sherry, you just refinanced with Caleb.
Yeah, I did in January. We actually refinanced our home, and it was a great experience. It was very painless. So Caleb does a great job of walking you through and holding your hand through the whole process. I actually refinanced not only to get a better interest rate. I was in still the 5s from back in 2003 when the mortgage rate or the interest rates went down from around 7%, if you can believe that, right? My loan was 7 and something percent down to 5, and then we knew we'd be in the home long term, so we wanted to do some renovations. So we had a lot of equity in the home, so we chose to go ahead and refinance, and the terms were so favorable that we went ahead and did that, and it actually helped lower our payment almost $300.
Wow, that's great. Yep. That also goes into PMI as well. So if you are paying PMI, maybe you didn't put 20% down when you purchased a home, and you have to pay PMI insurance. And when you do refinance, you do have the opportunity to get that taken off depending on what type of loan you go with. Tell us a little bit about how to get PMI removed from your mortgage.
Yeah, so it really just depends on what type of mortgage you currently have. If you have an FHA loan, it's probably going to stay on there. It's not going to drop off naturally. But if you have a conventional loan, if you have 20% equity from when you purchased it, you can get it dropped off that way. Or maybe you're like Sherry and you did some renovations and the value of your home has gone up tremendously in the last couple of years. You can then do a refinance based upon the current value of your house to drop mortgage insurance that way.
Yep, that's great. So 5 things that you need to know prior to refinancing. The first one is going to be knowing your home's equity. So you might already have 20% equity in your home, or the equity has gone up. So definitely reach out to us and we can help put together a valuation for you so you know exactly what your home is worth. Number 2, your credit score. It's really important to know your credit score, and this is something that Caleb can help you with. There's also apps and stuff such as Credit Karma. You can use your FICO score. Usually your bank will provide that for you to get an idea of your credit score. Number 3 is going to be your debt to income ratio. It's good to know that because that's going to affect the interest rate that you can get approved for. Number 4, the cost of refinancing. So refinancing, it might cost nothing, or you might have some fees associated depending on what you want, what type of loan you want. Tell us a little bit about, before we get into number 5, what costs and stuff are associated with refinancing.
So you do have your traditional closing costs related to title fees, transfer taxes, things of that nature. But most people, when they do a refinance, they actually roll those into their mortgage, so that way they don't need to come to the closing table with money out of pocket. Right. Yeah, so it really just depends on the client, what they're looking to do. Some people choose to pay it outright. Other people decide to roll it into their loan. But what we like to do is we do a full-blown total cost analysis. We're able to show several different options to see which one makes the most sense for you and go from there.
Yep. Awesome. And number 5, it's also important to know the rates versus the terms. So for example, if it's your goal to reduce your monthly mortgage payment, you're going to want to look for the lowest interest rate over a longer term. Or if it's your goal to pay the least amount of interest as possible, you will still want to get the lowest interest rate that you can, but maybe do it for a shorter term. So there's options depending on what your goals are. And if you haven't really thought about your goals and exactly what you want, reach out to us. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you and help you explore your different options. So that wraps it up for the refinancing. But we did want to remind you, again, we wanted to thank you for your business. And if you guys have any friends or family that's looking to buy or sell in the area, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would love to help them out. And we love staying connected with you guys. So thanks again. Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Now go!